Today, I'm going to show you how to make a sourdough version of buffalo chicken pinwheels. These became popular when Krispy Pizza in Brooklyn started posting videos of their famous buffalo chicken pinwheels. And if you like the look of their pinwheels, you're going to love my sourdough version that you can make at home. This video is going to show you more of a method than a recipe because you can use almost any recipe for sourdough bread and turn it into pinwheels. For me, I started with one batch of my master sourdough bread recipe. I'll include a link to that recipe in the video description. I flipped the dough over, covered it up, and let it rise at room temperature for 4 hours until it was doubled in size. While the dough was rising, I prepared the buffalo chicken filling. I pounded down 2 chicken breasts inside of plastic bags until they were flat, and then I generously salted those 2 chicken breasts, and then I coated them in regular all-purpose flour. Once the chicken breasts were well coated with flour on both sides, I started frying them off in some vegetable oil for 7 minutes on the first side, then I flipped them over and browned them for about another 6 minutes on the other side. At that point, they had reached a good internal temperature, so I took them out of the pan and moved them onto some paper towels, and I let them cool for about 5 minutes. Once the fried chicken had cooled, I chopped them up into bite-sized pieces, and I moved them into a medium-sized mixing bowl. Next, I got out my pre-made buffalo wing sauce and added a 1/3 cup of the sauce into the chicken. If you don't have pre-made buffalo sauce, you could just use half Frank's Red Hot hot sauce and half melted butter. I tossed the chicken into the sauce until it was well combined, and then got out the remaining few ingredients to prepare them. For that, I got out an 8-ounce block of low-moisture mozzarella cheese and shredded it myself, and then I needed some melted butter, so I melted 2 tablespoons of butter in the microwave, and then the last thing I needed was sesame seeds. Didn't really want to measure, so I just got out the shaker bottle. Now my dough was fully risen. It had risen for about 4 hours, and it was doubled in size and ready to use in this recipe. So I plopped my dough down on the counter and started flattening it out into a large rectangle. I had a little bit of drying on top of the dough, so I made sure to have the dry side be on top so that it would be on the inside of the pinwheels. Then I added the 8 ounces of shredded mozzarella cheese on top of the dough, leaving a little bit of dough exposed near the bottom of the rectangle so that when I rolled the dough up, it could stick to itself. Then I added all of that buffalo chicken mixture right on top of the cheese and spread it out with a fork, getting it as evenly distributed as I could. Once the chicken was spread out on top of the dough, it was time to roll everything up. Starting in one of the long ends of the dough, I rolled the dough into itself, forming as tight of a spiral as I could. I was rolling it towards the piece of dough that had the little bit of dough exposed. Once the dough was fully rolled up, I rolled it over to where the seam was exposed, and I pinched the seam closed, fully sealing up all of the dough. I rolled the dough over again so the seam was against the counter, and it was time to prepare the dough for the sesame seeds. So that the sesame seeds will stick to the dough, you'll need to brush the dough with some melted butter or an egg wash. You could use 1 beaten egg, that would work perfectly fine as well, but I just melted 2 tablespoons of butter and brushed it onto the dough all over with a pastry brush. Now you can sprinkle sesame seeds all over the dough, but I only wanted sesame seeds on half of my dough, so I split the dough into 2 equal pieces with my bench scraper. The plan is to put sesame seeds on one half of the dough and then leave the other half plain, but you could put sesame seeds on the whole thing or leave the whole thing plain, whatever you prefer. So I generously sprinkled as many sesame seeds as I could onto one half of the dough and then divided that side into 4 equally sized rolls with my bench scraper. The other side I was leaving plain, so I just went ahead and cut that into 4 pieces. Then I arranged the plain pinwheels on a pan lined with parchment paper, keeping them separated, not touching in the pan. This will ideally lead to them being as crispy as possible when they bake up in the oven. Then I did the same thing for the sesame seeded pinwheels, arranged them on a pan, separated by a few inches between each pinwheel. Then I moved both pans to the oven and the pinwheels baked for 15 minutes at 500 degrees Fahrenheit. The ones at Krispy Pizza in Brooklyn are baked in a pizza oven, so don't be afraid to bake these hot. After 15 minutes, the pinwheels were finished baking. They were looking golden brown and cheesy. They even had these extra gooey cheesy bits where the hot sauce and cheese combined and caramelized on the edges. The ones with the sesame seed crust also smelled amazing as those sesame seeds toasted up in the hot oven. After these cooled for a few minutes, I topped one of them with ranch dressing and another one with blue cheese dressing for creaminess. Then I topped both of them with extra buffalo sauce for extra heat and flavor, and then I sprinkled a little bit of chopped parsley on top of the pinwheels for color. As far as presentation goes, I think that most of these turned out picture perfect as far as I'm concerned. Most of them had a really nice spiral and the colors contrasted beautifully. When it comes to flavor, the chicken was really meaty, savory, tangy, and spicy from that buffalo sauce, and the ranch and blue cheese really really balance out the spiciness, and the melty mozzarella cheese on the inside as well as the caramelized cheese that escape towards the outside, that really takes these to the next level. If you're looking for a unique type of recipe to utilize some sourdough bread or sourdough pizza dough, this is it. My wife affectionately calls these buffalo wing cinnamon rolls, and I think that about sums them up.